Oh, hello! You may notice that this is a bit of a different intro to my videos typically, and that would be because when recording this week's show, the Almost Awesome Show, episode 33, I, like an idiot, did not record my guests' voices. That's right, I got video of them, and I had 2 guests this week, but no audio. So you're going to see possibly a little bit of a disjointed video. I tried to limit it as much as possible, make it as cohesive as I could with what I had to work with, so that the video and the story still gets out to you. But if you hear me reference another person that does not seem to be there, that's because there were 2 other people there, actually. Triv from Trivial Theater and Nick from Movie Emporium. But unfortunately, I was unable to include their footage because my dumbass didn't flip a switch. But I do hope that even with those omissions, you still do enjoy this week's videos. And also check out Triv's channel, Trivial Theater, and Nick's channel, Movie Emporium, when you get a chance. And of course, check out the Almost Awesome Show that goes live every Wednesday afternoon at 2 p.m. Central Time. And with that, on with the show, or at least the part that I recorded. James Gunn in the DCU. James Gunn says that the DCU will tell the biggest story ever told. Apparently, told. That's what he is proclaiming now with this new 10-year plan that they have, where they're trying to have everything connected. One of the most crucial elements to note from Gunn's tweets, which he's been tweeting, is that this is a wholly new position for he and Safran, the other guy who's in charge of DC. There never was a CEO of DC Studios. Previously, Walter Hamada had served as the studio's president from 2018 until present, overseeing projects such as Aquaman, Shazam, Wonder Woman 84. Jeff Jones, predominantly a comics writer for DC, has also been involved in several films in various levels. So that's him just saying how things have been. This is why it's been kind of a clusterfuck over there, because they haven't had anybody there, like a Kevin Feige, to just kind of hold everything together. Our initial focus is on the story going forward, hammering out the new DCU and telling the biggest story ever told across multiple films, television shows, and animated projects. We invite all the DC fandoms from across the multiverse and everyone else as well into this new universe. We can't wait to reveal more. So, and that's really it. I mean, he had some other things he was talking about on there, pretty much saying that, hey, we're listening to fans. James Gunn was, I mean, it's not just James Gunn, it's James Gunn and Peter Safran, but James Gunn's kind of the face of it all now. I think he was one of the best damn decisions that whoever made, David Zaslav or whoever, Warner Brothers made, because he knows how to talk to his fans. DC before, whoever was running their social media, did not know how to talk to fans. They were straight up assholes a lot of the time. And he knows how, I think he knows what the fans need, not necessarily want, but he also knows how to talk to them and not, talk at them or be above them. So because he's kind of a fan himself, so I think this is great. As far as them telling the greatest story ever told, I mean, I think the potential's there, because quite honestly, me, myself, just from their characters, not what they've done cinematically, but from the characters they have, I think DC has better characters than Marvel. Stop! But I mean, overall, really, I mean, DC is Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, The Flash, all these things, the Joker. It has the most well-known characters overall. They got some really well-known ones, but they got some really out there ones too. They got like 60 or 70 years worth. Yeah, there's some odd ones out there, but Gunn has shown that he can take some of those odd ones and do something with them, like Polka Dot Man in the Suicide Squad. And there's been rumor, he at least mentioned it, that Matt Reeves wants to use Calendar Man in the Batman sequel. I don't know if he will, but he said, that'd be interesting. Sure would, Matt. I don't know if that's the direction you want to go, but whatever. But I do think that they have the potential to tell some of the greatest stories ever, or the biggest, greatest, whatever ever. Because there are some really big, great stories in that universe with some really big, great characters. But beyond, I mean, Gunn has shown that he knows how to tell a good story and tell a good comic book story and give the fans what they want. DC actually has it in them to tell the greatest story ever told. And more or less dethrone Marvel. I mean, this is the question that's come up since he's taken over. What I like about DC is I think that they are in a position right now that does put them a little bit above Marvel in one way, is that everything doesn't have to be this PG-13 family fun flick, but it can still be in the same universe. They have put themselves in a position to where they offer those films within this universe that they have right now, that this new universe is going to springboard off of. But they can also have the more adult stuff, more fun adult stuff like the Suicide Squad and things like that. So, and Peacemaker, that was an awesome show. But I think that that's really neat. I think that that offers them the opportunity to offer up more variety than Marvel, because quite honestly, in my opinion, Marvel's just gotten kind of stale over the past few years, especially this phase we're in now, which we're about to get the final movie I'm going to see tomorrow, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, we'll see. But everything leading up to here has been kind of bleh. So I'm really excited about this. I have no idea what direction it's going to go. I don't know enough about those comic book stories. Is there a specific big story? Like, I know that with like the Infinity Saga from Marvel was a big deal. I didn't know anything about that until the movies. I hope they stray away from the multiverse stuff for a little bit, because everybody's doing multiverse stuff right now, and I would rather them do that later. I mean, that's me personally. There's a part of me that wants to see that, but it's like, I want them to be different. I want a DC movie experience to be something fresh, something new. I don't want to feel like that, because everybody's already going to accuse them of riding the coattails of Marvel, and that's what Marvel's leaning into right now. I hope they do just go their own direction, because they've always been playing catch up with Marvel. So do your own thing. But I mean, yeah, the multiverse stuff could be cool. And Apocalypse, I don't know a whole lot about. I know Darkseid, and he was kind of the big bad. I wonder if he's going to stay the big bad, because they are in that. They're kind of like, they're not leaving. They're not going to be the Snyderverse anymore. But the characters they have do come from that era of film. So that means Darkseid's out there. Is he going to eventually show up again sometime? Is he going to be there? I don't know. I don't think we're going to hear any of these details for a while. He does say he's looking forward to revealing more soon, but I mean, summer 2023 in the grand scheme of things is soon. So I do think that that's when we're going to see more, have a little bit better idea of what direction this is going, and then probably something like DC Fandom next year. I bet they'll do that again, and we'll get more details of it then. But I mean, according to James Gunn, which he's got a good track record right now, especially with DC and even with Marvel, they are going to tell the biggest story ever told. Anyway, what do you guys think out there in YouTube world? Do you think that do you have any ideas? What is their Infinity Saga, if you will, or whatever? Do you have any ideas of what he could mean by the biggest or greatest? He said biggest story ever told. What could be DC's biggest story ever told, or do you think it'll be just an all-original thing? Are you looking forward to that? Do you think DC finally has what it needs to get their shit together and maybe not dethrone Marvel, but just, actually compete with Marvel, like legitimately compete? Let us know in the comments below.